Welcome my friends to Manor Lords Keeping the Peace scenario, hardest difficulty, year 3 for our little village. We have just survived a brutal attack by the brigands, and we've realized how slim our military offerings are. The bodies over here are piled up in the field. I think this year our goal is to become get ourselves in the business of making money. The Manor Lord is up. Taxation has got a spike. We need to build up the treasury to make sure that we have access to mercenary companies should we need them. And the price tags are not cheap, let me tell you. But I believe as we build up the regional wealth, we will have a path to succeed. My goal is to get another Fletcher set up and upgraded to be able to double the amount of bows that we are exporting, use that as our primary income, and then be able to leverage that income to kind of balance out all the other needs that we have. So we're going to upgrade you. We're going to upgrade you as well because my more advanced citizens are unhappy. They want a higher level church, they want a greater variety of food, and they want a greater variety of clothing. So one of these upgrades is going to be providing that higher tier of clothing for the advanced citizens, and then you are going to be our money maker. We also, if we want to improve the church, my understanding is taking me to construction and then residential. No, I need to select the church building itself. What does the upgrade cost? Upgrade to small stone church. We need clay tiles. We have none of the clay production line, but we do have a rich clay deposit. So getting into this industry, I think, is going to be beneficial for us in the long run anyway. Let's look. Go ahead and roll time as we work our way through this. Mining. Give me the mining pit. And then snap fit my roads back this way. Feels appropriate. Go back to construction, industry, and now clay furnace. To be able to get our clay tiles. That should be an excellent advancement. I would like to get some residential within this area as well. Kind of extend the village down this path. Though I know that venturing away from the main market does make it harder to keep your approval high, and that's definitely going to be important as we need to continue taxation throughout all of this. I have an idea, because of how we snap fit to roads in this game, that we can kind of tailor residential areas, capping them out with roads. Because otherwise, you know, you can get a nice, flexed opening to the residential area, but then the backyards will all just be incredibly rigid and straight, like angular. Like I have this natural curve on the one side next to the road, and then this all is just completely straight and angular. It doesn't look quite congruous. So if we do something like this though, then we also get a lot of space here in the back, which can be excellent for cultivation. We're going to get this down as a whole new residential zone for us. One other thing that I've seen happen as we have slowly expanded the village is that people are often not working nearby where they live, which is a drag on the economy, as people ultimately have to go home to be able to fulfill their needs. So I'm going to put the game on pause and just re-optimize everything. We're going to basically unassign all of our workers and then reassign them on a house-by-house basis. I can select people, and then I can tell them to go, hey, reassign you. You are going to work at the logging camp because you live closest to the logging camp. It only makes sense that you guys would be the one filling that job. Okay, tedious, but I think it needed to be done. And now, as we throw in new jobs or assign people, I'm hoping that it's just going to default to people who live nearby. I believe that priority is given to that, but I could be wrong, or it could be something that they're going to continue to iron out here through early access. And new families are moving in. Perfect. Upgraded to the small stable. I'd like to be able to get another ox if we're going to do a lot of construction work. Also certainly want to keep the tannery going. Okay, we've got a lot of things to focus on here. Take you, upgrade you to the Fletcher's workshop. I believe we had set up on the saw pit. Yeah, 2 citizens working that. I would like to permanently assign an ox to you guys, as that is going to be the cornerstone of our exports and thus our income, and thus the treasury bank to be able to hire mercenaries if push comes to shove. Alright, next burgage plot level 2 upgrade to, I think, the cobbler's workshop. We're going to be able to get shoes for my people. Instead of going around barefoot all the time. It's great. You don't have to pay any money. You just have to give them some planks to set up the shop. And then because we already produce leather out of the tannery, it just feels like a natural progression for us. We get some leather out of the hunting camp. And then I believe that we can also get an additional supply if we get goats for people to raise in their backyards. Like I go here. Yeah, the goat shed provides a passive yield of hides. Seems like that could be pretty easy for us to be able to squeeze in on some of these houses that I gave kind of smaller land plots. And then especially these new developments with much larger yards are getting to be something that's going to produce food and be able to make use of that space. Oh man, you gotta love the game when the music is soaring like this. You see the villagers clearing land for new houses. There's just something so optimistic and cheery. I don't know. Hard to describe, but it's incredibly satisfying. We're setting up a higher priority on setting up our mining pit and also the clay furnace. I'd really like to push the church advancement, and my idea here, the big idea, is that I'm going to use the more advanced church to really push approval ratings. That'll get people moving in faster, flesh out the militia, and just give us a more versatile workforce to be able to continue to specialize with some of these upgraded positions. We have it. We have the clay tiles. Lock in the upgrade. Set this to our top priority. We want to be able to get, oh yes, the trade is going through, and we're up to 165 regional wealth. That is excellent. 66 gold in the treasury. Fantastic. We've decided to shift the workforce a little bit. I had a lot of free families just working on construction. We're kind of past that stage now in the year. Maxed out the number of people working in the granary to be able to go out and get any food stores, bring them back into the collective. Work area is empty. Oh, we got all of the berries. I gotcha. Yep, that makes sense. That means that then I could grab my foragers, knock them down to just a single family. I still want somebody working that market. Yeah, you have a market stall. Definitely want you to continue to do that, but I can bring you back up to that second family working it later on. I guess the berries only grow in the spring. Oof. Oof. It's going to be a while, but we have so many stored up. 110 berries. It's the only meaningful food reserve we actually have in the granary. If nothing else this winter, we will survive on the berries. Also, the cobbler doing fantastic. 4 shoes. These get periodically grabbed away. So I'm just trying to make sure that our chains are balanced. We have 1 hide, 1 leather, 4 shoes. That kind of seems right, of like making sure that everything is getting progressively expanded. If we could get more hides, it'd probably be important. I'm not sure if we're bottlenecking on hides or if we're bottlenecking on leather. So more houses that have upgrades to the goat shed, I think, is what I want then. Hey, we got the development point. Okay, that was because we upgraded this burgage plot to level 2. I think I set that up a long time ago, but I put the church on a higher priority. That's now finished. And now, yes, the church level +5 on the approval ranking. Fine. They don't mind the taxes so much when they have a nice place to go to church. Great lesson for all dictators in the future. What? We could go to... There's so many different ways that we could take this. And it's unfortunate because I know that we're only going to get a few more development points to be able to spend on this region total, and getting any new ones is going to be a lot harder for us. So going 2 points deep could be about all that we're going to see. Rye cultivation would be amazing as an additional source of food. Forest management would also be nice. Getting advanced beekeeping to be able to get wax and then make candles, just to kind of pay off the investment that we put in beekeeping, would be excellent. Or something more military focused, allowing us to get helmets on our units to stand up a little bit tougher, knowing that the showdown with the Baron is going to be kind of the ultimate result in this scenario. Foreign supplies would give us a source of bread and firewood that people would just be able to go and purchase at kind of a direct export price, taking away from regional wealth. I would prefer just to be able to produce those things on our own. So I think I'm going to X that side out. I think I'm also going to X this side out. And then it's either investing in military, understanding that's our end goal, or taking advanced beekeeping to make sure that the apiaries actually doing something beneficial for us. Kind of leaning this direction. Though the helmets would be fun if it means that our units are then higher quality than whoever they would be facing on the battlefield. We're going with beekeeping, wax, and potentially here in the near future that's just going to be another export good. Totally fine by me. Got a lot of families assigned to the apiaries, so as the wax comes in, we'll set up a trade. I believe that would be here in commodities. Oh, so what we want to do is improve the wax into candles and then trade those, right? Yes, take me to industry. Candlemaker shop. Where are you? Is a candlemaker shop an update over here? Okay, it looks like candle shop's not currently in the game. Maybe an update soon, but still we're going to get our trade commodity. And at least this way, don't have to worry about refining things at all. But I would have liked to take it all the way to the end. So I think crafting materials, scroll down, find wax. It's going to cost me 57 to set up the trade route. Okay, this is better be worth it. Set you to export desired surplus of... I don't care, we'll keep 5 on hand. I don't need any on hand, honestly. If we're not going to be able to get any use from it. Order a horse. Well, what good is a horse? Orders can be placed. Hang on. After placing an order, a livestock merchant will come to your town and deliver this animal. Orders can be placed once a month. I believe once a month from the livestock guy. But why do I want the horse if I'm only exporting? The traders come in naturally. There we go. We just made a bunch of money from that. Why are you guys still unhappy? What are the downsides here? Lack of entertainment. That's really adding up. Not enough fuel, not enough food variety, not enough cloth variety. Church level too low. Okay, so church level too low, that's a thing of the past now. And now we're up above again. People are happy with the church level. Okay. I mean, as long as you are. Advanced. Connected to the road network. Fantastic. I guess we'll just let it cook. I've been looking at where we're going to set up. I want to be able to get the tavern. That seems to be a huge hit on our approval, especially as we want to upgrade more of the burger plots. So we're going to want the malt house, and the malt house needs barley. Oh, gosh. We'll try. There we go. Plotting the fields. So in the beginning, I think they give an advice that you don't want your field to be too large. Let the small village be able to handle it. If we snap fit to you ish. Yeah. And then okay, we can be a little bit larger here. And barley field like so. There we go. Clear the field, my friends. There we go, farming. Yeah, and then you also have to do crop rotation. As I remember, you're going to degrade the soil quality if you keep growing the same thing over and over again. Which is fun, it's realistic, but it's also another element of micromanaging that we're going to have to think about. Throw in the farmhouse here. I think it's going to be too late in the year to be able to set anything up this year, but at least we can get the constructions in place. Yeah, so set you to barley. Barley can be processed into malt and then ale. We're at 28%. Fantastic. Barley. Brings back the lost fertility. Crop rotation. Second year. Okay, fallow. Third year. Wow, they have you planning way out. Go back to barley. Plowing progress, sowing progress, field priority medium, force early harvest, burn field, and fence up. Allows to, hang on, what's this? Allows to use a fallow field as a pasture, which rapidly restores lost fertility. Oh, we could add some sheep and then, okay, we'll definitely explore that. I don't know if my lost fertility can be brought, like, if this ground's potential is capped forever, like 28%, or if I cultivate it and like maintain it for a while, if I can bring that up. But that'll all be experiments for our future years. Winter has arrived, a good time to be able to set up the foundation. What do we want to have happen in the kind of the next year? Get the malt house set up. Workers will use the barley to produce malt. With little barley we harvest. I mean, we're also just going to fund our own small tavern, so hopefully there's enough. Something that we'll all find out here. I wonder if I want to set this up. I think I will set it up right next to the farmhouse. Seems like keeping industries together works, that they can go directly over to what is stored in the farmhouse to be able to pull it over, rather than needing to access the central granary. So we'll get that. Then this burgage plot will get upgraded to a brewery once we have that all in place, and then we'll be able to go to tavern. It fills one level of entertainment required for the burgage plot. Like many of your citizens, it needs ale to function. What if we... Yeah, do we want to just throw it in here within the residential? I feel like we do. Get the construction started on that. I wonder if it'll provide any benefit without ale. I'm imagining not. Going to a dry tavern doesn't have nearly the same benefit, but we'll see. Whatever percentage point change would be great, because the closer this is to 100, the faster people move in, and we've really capped out. We have 10 empty homes. Would love to see that number creep closer to 0. The enemy has pressed its claim on what? No. my current zone. The Barret is coming for us, and we have just rolled over onto the next tier. So we're gonna see how this claim press is resolved in the next episode. Is it time? It is. Show our full might. We're gonna have to empty out the treasury, grab access to all of the mercenaries that we possibly can, muster the village militia, battle in the melting snow. See you guys in the next one.